Mabuhay, kumusta kayo? Welcome to another video. So over the next several days I have the wonderful time-consuming job of getting all these cacti seedlings potted up into community trays. It's time to do it now, as some are starting to suffer a bit being cramped in these pots, and I need to make much better use of the available floor space in the grow tent as well. So these are the trays I'll be using for most of them. Nice quality sturdy trays, and already have drainage holes in them as well. The mix I'll be using is pumice, horticultural grit, and I'm going to be using a different type of compost for these seedlings as well, which I'll show you now. So this is Westland's Jack's Magic compost. It is a peat based compost which I don't normally use, but for seedlings that are going to be living together in community trays for a year or two, I don't mind using it. I have read good things about this compost as well, so decided to give it a go and see what it's like. So I will sieve it just to get any large lumps out, and being a peat based compost it's likely going to have some stringy bits in it as well that I don't want going into the mix. Actually looks like pretty nice compost. I'll be adding 2 parts of this compost, 2 parts pumice and 1 part horticultural grit, and I'll add about half a part of worm castings to this mix as well. Actually isn't too many lumps in this, or any bits of trash so far. Can be a problem with certain other compost, finding bits of plastic and stuff like that in it. So that's the second part added. Again, just sieving it and breaking up any larger bits. So that's what we're left with after sieving it and breaking up the bits. Pretty happy with this compost. You're always going to get these bits in here in most of the composts that you use, but overall this is very nice stuff. I'll just sieve the worm castings as well, but I haven't found any lumps in it since using it. Pretty much all of it went through the sieve. Right, I'm just giving everything a nice mix. Hopefully these gloves don't split open, but they usually do. A nice open gritty mix that just falls apart, that's what we want. Then start filling our tray. Probably enough here to fill 1 tray, then I'll have to mix some more up. Get it relatively level. Right, we'll start with these Gymnocalycium platygonum. A lot of these seedlings I'll be potting up, grown from seed that were kindly gifted to me from Catherine from Purple and Thorns. Give the pot a good squeeze all around, and hopefully they should come out nice and easy. Or not. Oh well, that works as well. So I'm just going to gently get some of this old soil off the roots. I'm not going to clean them up too much, as I want to limit the amount of root damage. It's inevitable roots are going to get damaged anyway, but the less the better. Pretty nice roots on some of these as well. So that's all the platygonums out. And one thing I like to do is just moisten the soil a little bit, so it makes it easier getting the seedlings in. With it being dry, when you make the holes it just falls back in again, so this makes it easier potting them up. Right, now we can begin potting them up. Obviously not going to show you every single one, this is going to be quite time consuming, and with how small some of them are, quite a fiddly job as well. try and get them in nice neat rows and leaving a nice enough gap between so they have room to grow. So yeah, I'll get some of these trays potted up and be back with you in just a minute. Right, that's pretty much everything potted up. Took about 4 days in total to do everything. Really looking forward to seeing how much growth they put on this year. I've used a top dressing of Danish molar clay as well, mainly because it's cheap and better for me to use rather than wasting a load of akadama or lava rock. This has a nice colour difference as well between how it looks when it's wet and dry. I'll show you that in just a second. I also gave each seedling a spray with fungicide. I did notice on a few of them they had what appeared to be little spots of rust, and this stuff works very well at sorting that problem out. So at this point it's been just over a week and I can give them a bit of a watering now. And you can see the difference between how the molar clay looks when it's wet and dry. It'll be a good indicator of when the trays have dried out and it's time to water again. So I shall water them all now and be back with you at the end. That's the majority of the seedlings potted up. Still a few more trays to do, but I want to make use of all available space. That's the only problem with growing cacti in a tent like this. There's a lot of wasted vertical space unless you rig some sort of shelving up. Then you'd have to put 2 grow lights in here. Doing a little experiment with some seedlings as well. I've got this one in a plastic pot in the tent and another in a plastic pot that will just be exposed to natural light, and a couple of others in terracotta pots as well. One will go in here and again another in natural light. Then later on in the year we can compare their growth and see which ones have done the best. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. There'll be regular updates on how all the seedlings are getting on inside the marshydro grow tent under the TS1000 grow light. Like I said earlier, I'm really looking forward to seeing how much growth they'll put on this year. So thank you all very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please remember to like, comment and subscribe. Hit that notification bell as well so you know when I upload a new video. You all be safe and well, and I shall see you next time. Lam pop alam. Bye for now.